Hello, mail call. I wasn't expecting a package from this guy. He was supposed to hold the 3 books I bought from him until I managed to get like 10 books because he charged a ridiculous amount for shipping. I won a total of 3 books for $4, and it's $11 to ship. I won't buy from him again. In fact, the prices on some of the people on Facebook, 1 to 10 books. Normally, it's like most people charge $7 to $9, so that ain't bad if you buy 10 books. It ends up being, if you get them for 50 cents, it gets up to be like a buck and a half a book. This is ridiculous. So basically, I paid $3 an issue. I mean, $5 an issue. So not too thrilled with this because I did send him. He's like, "Oh, I'll hold the books until you get, you get more for your thing." And then today, here we go. So I'll tell you right off the bat, he recycles his mailers. So it's like no major, he has to pay for a new mailer. I did finish one series off from him though, but still wasn't worth $5 a book. I got Daredevil Annual number 6, World at War number 23, and this is the book that I bought the lot. This is the one I was hoping to win. Nick Fury versus Shield, book 2. So now I have all 6. But bummed out because it averaged $5 a book. I still have one package coming from the girl I bought that lives in Florida. So far, I bought probably a couple hundred books off of her. Then I have another one, Dan. He actually waits till I get 10 or more books, depending on what he sells. But it's sad. Last night he had a 50 cent claim sale, and I missed it. I forgot about it. So, because I was busy doing other stuff, Keegan's gone on camp this week, so I can actually get stuff done where it actually looks like my house is done. Hallway's clean. I went into the kid's bedroom and I swept the floor. My daughter doesn't take care of the ferrets, so I have to clean the ferret cage. I have to do it. I didn't want ferrets, but since we got like $3,000 into them because that's what she wanted, I have a three-tier cage for them, and I forgot how much she paid per ferret. It was like ridiculous. So altogether, it's like we got a nice chunk of change into the ferrets, and she's been basically neglecting them. In fact, they're skin and bones. If it wasn't for me, my wife feeding them, I think they'd be dead by now. And it just ticks me off. I have them out running around in my room, out of the cage, so I just close the door. And at least it gets them out running around, so I'm like happy with them. In fact, anytime they see me now, they expect that they're going to get out of the cage. So, but I have to go once I get done with this video. I'll put these going upstairs, take this downstairs, and I'll go clean their cage. Because she wanted 3 cats. Flash ended up being an outside cat because no matter what he did, he kept peeing all over the place. So I'm glad he never got upstairs into my comic books, because if I did, he'd probably be a dead cat. But he's out in the breeze right now. And her other 2 cats, she's got 4 litter boxes, and I told him I didn't want any of them. The whole point, all the animals in the house weren't supposed to be my responsibility. Well, I ended up feeding the rabbit. I ended up feeding and cleaning the ferret cage. And out of the 4 litter boxes, I take care of 2 of them. And I'm like disgusted because when it comes time for me to when me and my comic books, they all make fun of me, and I'm like, I lost it on this past Sunday. I went downstairs. There was stuff missing out of the refrigerator. Of course, nobody did it. I'm tired of it, like me finding out, out of hand with stuff. And of course, I think what she told me she did, so I slammed the door and I broke the bottles. And I'm like, well, if you broke the bottles, the rug would be wet. It'd be damp. So I really think she drank booze on me. So, what are you going to do? Just a bunch of bloody headaches. That's all it is. Most of you know I'm raising my grandkids. I don't get no financial help at all for neither one of them. So basically, it's my dime for raising my stepdaughter's kids. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why my wife works 60 to 70 hours a week. It's just crazy, and none of them know the value of money. Like, we buy comic books. I'm like, yeah, like I'm complaining that I pay $5 a book. Most of the books, if you see me buying, I buy a dollar, unless it's an older issue. I might splurge. But most of the books I get a dollar, and I'm very frugal when it comes to buying. I think if you look at my collection over the years, I've done pretty good with what I have and how I spend my money on. And I get people on this channel that says, "Oh, you must be nice to be rich," and I'm like, see, here's the problem with this. They're under the impression I just bought this stuff now, and they're looking at prices, what it's going for now. I've been collecting since I was 15 years old, and I'm 53 now. So they don't understand. Oh, I didn't pay $300 for the first appearance of Venom. I paid cover price minus 20%, because I used to have a subscription. They used to give me 20% off my subscription at the comic book shop back then. I don't know any comic book shop that gives you a percentage off nowadays. It's like, oh, you got a pull list, that's it. You got a pull list. Used to be where the shops, in order to get your business, would give you a percentage off whatever the cover price is. Now I don't see any of them doing that. And if you do, you're lucky. But yeah, I know Rich, Loki, Comic Cavern, because he changed his screen name too over the years. Somebody went after him and said, "Oh, it must be nice to be rich again." And he's like, they don't understand that. Unless I decide to post a video saying, "Oh, look, I just got Amazing Spider-Man 300." Now, right? That's the only way you'll see it, as me buying something new now. Over the years, I had to replace some issues that disappeared from my collection, like the first Harley Quinn. I still don't have the first X-23 that disappeared. And I know definitely I had that. This is funny. I have up until her first appearance, and then everything after that's missing. And I know when I bought the lot off of the guy, I bought a big... this is going back probably at least before I moved down with my wife. So this has got to be going down at least 22 years ago. I bought I had 3 long boxes come, and I managed to get a couple hundred books, and it came out to be like 20 cents a piece. I bought a lot off this guy, because the guy bought, guy used to drive around, and he used to buy comic book stores that were going out of business. He used to buy them out. And he would throw up lots of books up on eBay, and I'd win a couple. In fact, like I said, I had 3 long boxes at one time come to him, and it came out to a quarter a book, 20 cents to a quarter a book, and it was just amazing. I know at that time I think I had the full run of NYX, Volume 1 and Volume 2 of X-23. I think was the whole thing on the one box, and then I got a bunch of other Spider-Mans over the years. I traded or gave a lot of the books away, and it's kicking myself because I screwed myself on the Ghost Rider Volume 2. There's books that I thought were in my collection that I had doubles that I gave away to people that were my friends for their collections, and I found out that I actually shafted myself because there's issues I gave away that I actually needed in my collection because they disappeared from my collection. And because somehow when I was doing them, I actually pulled the ones that were in my collection and traded them away. Gave them away. I'm like, and that's idiotic. So I'm like, yeah, because I should have almost 80% of Volume 2 of Ghost Rider done. There's a lot of issues, like from between 1 to 50 that I'm missing that I should have had. that I know I gave away. I know, I think what is the cover where it shows them transform, like the different stages of the Ghost Rider head on the car. I think it's issue 25. I think I'm missing that, and it's like, hey, and I had it. I had multiple copies of it, and there's me being an idiot. But so technically now I'll have the one package coming from the girl in Florida, and I have to check with Dan and see if there's any books. I'm itchy as hell to see if there's any books that he has left that I can get off him to fill up my box, because I already paid for what I have and the shipping. So whatever books I pick up, just get into that box and that they'll get shipped to me. So, but I should get the girl from Florida's books. I should mail them on Monday. I should get them either tomorrow or Friday. Hopefully Saturday at the latest. So I'll be posting another comic book haul video, pickup video. But I've been downstairs trying to straighten up the downstairs. In fact, one of the things I'll show you. I'm going to take this down. We'll go downstairs. See a little of my Barkley poster. But I pulled my all my Atari stuff out, and I have acrylic paint markers I bought just for this one color. All my controllers, orange was already off of them all, so I went and voila, they look like brand new. I did the 4 there, and I went over here and I did my 2 that were on my system, which this week all this is getting taken apart, my whole entertainment center, and I'm gonna get the mount on the wall, because I moved the futon long ways so I can have this whole thing open. And I managed to take a lot of what I had completed over here out to the garage. It's going to go up in the attic in the garage. But a lot of this stuff here, I have to find boxes to put that stuff in. Those games are missing like 1 or 2 pieces, so I decided I'll try to see if I can track them down. I want to get the shelves up here painted. Even though I have stuff on them, I'll take them off and I'll get the spray paint out and spray paint them all white, because white reflects light, so hopefully it'll make it brighter down here when you put the lights on. I was missing my Joanna Cameron picture. I found that, so that's going to be in the posting out. That's going to be in the hanging in my breezeway. I put I had a lot of G.I. Joe complete stuff up there. It's just that I just want to get all this stuff that's here squared away, put away. That's my goal for the next couple weeks. Try to create, I pulled out some complete DVD sets because I was going to run and do videos on each series and put them under my DVD section of my channel. Because I do have the Complete Brady Bunch, the Bionic Woman, Birds of Prey, and do like a small, critique. Especially, I really love The Adventures of Superman. I grew up watching that as a kid. Buffy the Vampire, Sad thing is, I even have some of them that are not even open because I've watched all of Alias streaming. So it's like, I had 2 seasons I picked up, so I managed to finish off all 5. Same thing with Blade, the series, Andromeda, Boston Legal. I got more series than that, but these are just ones that were just like right there under A through C, because I have all the series of Charmed. So that's what I plan on doing the next couple weeks. Get stuff packed up. I actually want to take the front of the bar off and start doing the shelves, and so I can put the glasses up and then plexiglass them in the front of the bar. I'll worry about rope lights and that after I get that stuff done. That's another reason why I wanted this area cleared out more, because just like over on my other side where I had the board games, you couldn't even walk straight through this side at one point. I managed to get some, but all this stuff here, I'm actually going to see about if I can put them in with those cases. Like take Rob and all the 52 heroes out, and then put the cases in the. But I managed to clear out that section, even though the kids sort of still just with the bar. Keegan, our drum set. I still have to hang the electronic dartboard there and figure out how far I got to go this way in order to see about where's the spot from you shoot darts from. If you have to move I might end up having to move the drum set, but I got all my games inventoried except these 2 card games, and that's pretty much those. Just a few loose games, like the G.I. Joe card games. It was over, I think, Old Maid, which I don't know where the case is for it, and I have a couple Rubik's cubes that have to be inventoried. But I'm at 600 and some board games in the collection, so that's something. And like I said, I want to get all these put up and start fixing the stuff. I actually want to get this basement cleared so the kids can play air hockey. And that's just it. This is like, here's Lexi's guitar. This is supposed to be in a room, though. This is going to end up staying down here, because she don't have room in her room for for this stuff. So it'll be down here. I got to go through. My buddy Al, his friend Dale, notified him he wants to know if I want to buy any of his cards. So I actually have to go through, because he has some sets from Fleer and Don Russ in the 80s. I got to go through all my Fleer and Don Russ sets to see what sets I'm missing, because I have every top set from 1970 to 2012, and I'm not going. I'm done buying baseball. I'm just going to get the sets that I have to finish off from the first year of Fleer to wherever I have until it ends. Because I think Fleer, I have a couple sets from I think I go up to 85 or 95 or 96. So I'll go from 81 to that year and get the trade-its and complete sets. Same thing with all the Don Russ here. Yeah, because let's see. Yeah, it's like a 91, 92, 90, 85. I see 95 Leaf, 93 Don Russ. So I have to go through all of these and see what am I missing. And it seems like it never stops. So that does it for this edition of King Joe's. And always, I thank you guys for viewing and subscribing. King Joe out.